You will be seated.
Today is Resurrection Mass for my dear friend. We are so close with each other, and I know that today he is with Jesus. We have to end well in our journey in this life. And the question is, are we ready to meet our God? Then how can we be sure that we will end our life well? If you remember one of our gospel, there is a man, rich man, that lived for himself. What is the character of this man? He's not thinking about God, but thinking about himself. In Luke chapter 12, verse 16, he told them a story. A rich man had a fertile farm that produced fine crops. And he said to himself, "What shall I do? I don't have room for all my crops." Then he said, "I know I will tear down my barns and build bigger ones. Then I have room enough to store all my wheat and other goods. And I'll sit back and say to myself, 'My friend, you have enough stored away for years to come. Now, take it easy, eat, drink, and be merry.'" This man is thinking about his accomplishment, his possession, comfort, and pleasure in life. By doing these things, there are what we call consequences in life. Now in Hebrews chapter 9, verse 27, "And just as each person is destined to die once, and after comes judgment. But if you have faith in God, living a life pleasing to Him, when we die, we go to the Lord." According to 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 8 to 10, yes, we are fully confident that we should rather be away from these earthly bodies, for then we will be at home with the Lord. So whether we are here in this body or away from this body, our goal is to please Him. For we must all stand before Christ to be judged. We will each receive whatever we deserve for good or evil we have done in this earthly body. We have been I have not seen Father Joseph for a long time. The pandemic situation in our church back then, from 2015. And we have a good company with Boy and Pen, three of us. When we have time, we will have fellowship. And then good things happen. So we divide how much we are going to pay to eat somewhere. And I told them, both of them, Boy and Father Joseph, my limit is only 2,000 if we eat Above 2,000, Boy Ong Pen will pay from 2,000 to 8,000. Father Joseph will pray from 8,000 onwards. So kung mukaon ni, labaw ginatin mo sa 8,000. E siya may bayad. So that is always our arrangement. Pagkape, okay na kung mabayad. May small amount of coffee will do. We have a lot of experience in serving God. We are so close and people seldom see that in our lives, in my life. So, I know he end well in serving God. We always visit parishioners in the church of the Villegas. It's very generous to the need of the people. Now for us also the question is how to end well. By being ready to face death. Preparado ta. Kung ready ba ta? As 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 6. As for me, my life has already been poured out as an offering to God. The time of my death is near. Dili ta angay mahadlok. We will never fear death in our lives. Romans chapter 12 verse 1 instruct us to present our bodies as a living sacrifice. It says, and so, dear brothers and sisters, I plead with you to give your bodies to God because of all He has done for you. Let them be a living and holy sacrifice, the kind He will find acceptable. This is truly the way to worship Him. We have our weaknesses, our situation in our lives, but we should not forget that God will not stop loving us. We give our life to Him. Sometimes we are tired, but when you think that this is for God, then we will go on in serving our living God. Means we should live each day. According to Romans chapter 1 verse 12, we should live each day surrendered to Christ. Meaning, Paul referred to the Christian life as a fight because at times it is a struggle. There is a struggle in life, especially for the family, Father Joseph, Sister Mercy, the children. There is struggle in their lives. But the good things happen is they don't stop serving Father Joseph even till the end of his life. But Apostle Paul didn't let hardship, difficulty, or even sinful past keep him from serving God or believing His promises in order to finish the course. Do whatever God has told you to do and do it with all your heart. In Colossians chapter 3 verse 23, it says, work willingly and whatever you do as though you were working for the Lord rather than people. 2 Timothy chapter 4 verse 7, I have fought the good fight, I have finished the race, I have remained faithful. We know well that Father Joseph is so faithful. And sometimes it's hard. told me to have a message yesterday. I cannot do it. Most of my closest friends, nawala na yun. And this is the last. See ya. All of them be with the Lord. It's hard. But that hardship, God will use to refine our character for greater acts of service. Will we finish our life by serving God? Amen ba ta? Serving God means your time. Oras, mag-alagad ta sa Ginoo, obserbahan nato atong time. Yes, sometimes it is tiring. Especially the workers, they bangon ka sa'yo. But, dili man ta angay nga kapuya na na. We will finish our life by serving God. The question is, will you finish with confidence and assurance that you are bound for heaven? Then we have no reason to fear death, because God is waiting and saying, good and faithful servant, enter the joy of the Lord. This day, I think God is saying to my friend, good and faithful servant, enter the joy of the Lord. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Please stand.